Hey guys, it's my Sarah here with Notary to Notary, but not really only Notary to Notary because I'm on my Empire Builders channel too. I was on Instagram earlier today and we were talking about building generational wealth. We were talking about Empire Builders, the online. Oh, hold on, you know what? I'll put the link in here really quick. Hold on, guys. I should have did that while I should have did that while the video was loading. Hold on a second. And so there was a lot of questions. I didn't get a chance to answer everybody's questions because I had to run, but I'm going to do some questions really quick now. EmpireBuilders.thinkific.com. That should be what I just put in there. Good. Okay. So we were talking about what building generational wealth is, how to create passive income, what that looks like, why it's important, things like that. And I was talking about there's a lot of things that we don't know, especially if you're just taught to work a job, like just go to college, get a degree, or just get a job and work that job and take that money from your job and save and retire at 60, retire at 70, and wherever you retire at 50, 60, 70, and then you live your life. Like, that doesn't even think about it. It makes sense. Why would you wait till you're old when you can't really do as much, especially if you haven't been eating healthy, to live your best life? That makes no sense if you think about it. Like, really think about it. And it's some people I talk to and they're like, well, I'm gonna stay on this job for like 10 more years because then I get to collect whatever the pay is you get when you stay on a job for a long time, versus just quitting and starting your business and getting all that money now and traveling, living your best life now, right? Like, a lot of us, and some people don't even make it to 50, 60, 70. And so you're working a job you hate, and then God forbid you die early, you didn't get to live your best life now. Like, no, that's not living. And so especially now, especially those my shoes preach, y'all so silly. Especially now, we're definitely in an age with social media and with technology where I'm gonna say it and you might not like it, but if you have a smartphone, there's no reason for you not to be making, decent money off your smartphone. Like, there's no reason. And a lot of us go to the fact that, oh, well, I don't know how to make money on social media. I don't know how to make online passive income sources. I don't know how to do this. Stop. Period. Poo. Listen, there's YouTube. Okay. But guess what? Now there's me because I'm going to teach you how to do it. But a lot of us, we're just taught that you work a pension. That's what it's called. Waiting on that good old pension. Okay. A lot of us, we're taught, and I was the same way. We're taught to get a job, work that job, and then to get money saved, trying to get too much debt, get a nice car, and then, grow old, retire, and then travel when you're old and you don't feel like going rock climbing anymore, right? It doesn't make sense. It is not really logical. If you really think about it, it doesn't really make sense, right? And so Empire Builders is the course that I'm teaching now. It's Empire Builders. I'm still doing Notary to Notary. So Notary to Notary is one stream. Empire Builders is going to teach multiple streams. And so Empire Builders is going to teach you guys how to create a lot of stuff like passive income, YouTube channels, social media monetization. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about in-home banking. We're going to talk about everything, personal credit, business credit. We're going to talk about basically how to set up your empire for your family. And even, listen, y'all, a lot of people say, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. Honey, if you just make it to a comfortable 6 figures, your life is going to be so much easier. Okay. I'm in the comfortable 6 figures, and 6 figures, honey, trust me, I will be a millionaire soon, but 6 figures is so much easier than being less than 6 figures. Okay. Like, it's just, I'm telling you, life, it's crowded at the bottom. Okay. It's crowded at the bottom. I was talking to somebody today and they were talking about how, when you are, what did I say? We're talking about easy passes, right? How many of you guys have easy passes? Do you have an easy pass in your car? So me and my mom went to Maryland. You guys know we had that conference in Maryland like 2 weeks ago, and we drove back. While we were driving back, if you know that 95 has this 95 has this section when you go from DC to Northern Virginia, and it has the, what do you call it? It's like an easy pass ramp or easy pass something. It's like express lane, right? But you need an easy pass to get in it. And so when you get in the express lane, you basically have no traffic. And so we were driving and we got to the point where you can either get in the express lane or stay in regular, right? And so we got in the express lane. When we got in the express lane, there was no traffic. We zoomed right past everything. My mom, unfortunately, didn't have an easy pass. I told her I'm going to get her once we get back. She had to ride in the traffic, okay? That's exactly what poverty is, okay? Poverty is the traffic lane, okay? Not the HOV lane. I'm talking about the express lane on 95. So the express lane, basically, you pay to get into it, and there's basically no traffic. Because some people say, well, it's like $20 or $16 or $15, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. But you have to have your easy pass, and they charge you to get in the lane. It's separate. It's this whole separate little highway kind of thing. And when you get into it, you don't have to be in traffic. And so she didn't have one, and so she had to be in traffic. And so I felt bad, but I said, you know what? When we get back, I'm gonna get you an easy pass. But that's exactly what poverty is. Poverty costs you money. It costs more money to be low income. It costs you more money to be in poverty, or just not to be middle class, wealthy, whatever. It's going to cost you more money. And it's a prime example of the easy pass, because if you guys know from New York, when you go to New York, when you go through the tolls, it's actually cheaper. The tolls are cheaper when you have an easy pass, and there's no wait. Like, you just drive through it. When you're paying cash, you have to wait, and it costs more money. Like, I'm telling you, if you don't hear anything else I say, it costs more money to not have money, which is really, it sucks. It's backwards. It's really twisted. But I promise you, it costs you more money to not, even when you pay your taxes, guys, you guys pay the most taxes. Like, when you have a regular job, honey, you're paying ridiculous amount of taxes. You don't get hardly any write-offs. It's crazy. Okay. Like, it costs you more money to be, and I don't like saying low income because it kind of has a bad vibe. But low income, or like middle class, low kind of thing, like under six figures, even people make six figures, depending on where you are, and an employee, when you're an actual employee, sometimes you still after taxes, you're still kind of in there, right? And so my point is, it costs you more money at that point. So what I want to teach you guys is the perks and the benefits to making more money. Like, there's so many, guys, you don't understand. I was talking to somebody. I went to Saks Fifth. The first time I went to Saks Fifth, like, it was a whole different experience. So, like, when you go, like, to designer places, like designer, like Gucci and Prada, whatever, they actually will give you, when you become like a member with them, and you, like, you buy a lot, they'll give you like whole purses and whole bags or whatever. Like, thank you for shopping with us. It's crazy. But when you go to Walmart, they don't give you nothing. They give you a hard time, right? But it's the same. I'm trying to really get you to understand, like, it's no under 50K. I'm just being your thing. No cash anymore. They send a bill and it's double without the easy pass. Exactly. Listen. But and the thing I want you guys to think about, especially if you have kids, how many of you guys have kids? Okay. You want to think about your kids. Your kids are watching how you're doing. Taxes are done for free, but you still pay more taxes. That's what I'm saying. Your taxes are done for free, but guess what? They're robbing you in taxes. They're not robbing you. Someone has to pay taxes, right? I did a post about taxes before that was talking about it was a post that Forbes put out, and it was basically like how wealthy people avoid paying taxes by having their income tied up in assets, because it's not income. They put that money right into tax and right into assets, so it's not like cash in their accounts, because it was like a payroll run that was like an income. It's in the stock market, or it's in real estate, or it's in whatever kind of situations are you know what I mean? So that's why they avoid paying the taxes on there. But I'm telling you guys, it's a whole situation. And hold on, let me see some comments really quick, because I kind of missed a few. I was going on a tangent. You said I don't. And that's just why I rock with you, because you don't hesitate to put us on your wisdom and info. Exactly. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, this is what I firmly believe. There's more than enough wealth for everybody. And so if I find a hustle, if I find a way to make money, if I find a, hey, did you guys know that? I'm going to tell you, because I know at the end of the day, me telling you is not going to hurt my pockets. I'm going to make money regardless. Like at the end of the day, I'm going to get paid. It's going to happen. Okay. And me teaching you is not hurting me at all. I firmly believe in good vibes. I firmly believe in when I help someone else, like it's going to come back to me. So I don't mind teaching you guys, the things that you need in order to be successful. But I think my main thing is that, wait, hold on. 2 children, 4 and 12, a 10-year-old. Yes, hunty. Okay. All right. So getting back to the kids, if you have kids, you need to teach them how to make money. Guess what? If you are struggling and you're working a job and you're not teaching them how to make money, they're going to do the same thing. Kids follow what they see. Okay. You ask my daughter right now, does she want a job? She will tell you absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want a business. I want a business, period. I don't want a job, period, poo. It's not happening. Okay. I'm looking at your comments really quick. You have to be the person that teaches them that. And you don't settle for, well, my parents were this. Listen, if the 68 people that are watching this right now, okay, it says 68. Listen to me. You can have wealth, okay? You can have time freedom, which means you set your own schedule, you move the way you want to move, and you can have financial freedom, okay? Even if you don't listen to me and do my course, you can have it. It is literally a choice. It is when you decide how. It's what you know. What you know is keeping you where you are. So what you don't know is also keeping you where you are. Okay, listen to me. Are you listening? Please listen. I'm gonna say it again, people in the back. What you know currently today is what is producing for you. What you don't know, it is also what is hindering you. If you do not do my training, which is perfectly fine, you do not have to do it. Find someone's training, even if it's YouTube, even if it's books at a library. Okay, get the information, get the knowledge, and start changing your life. You don't have to, honey. But if you have kids, think about your kids. Okay, do you want your baby girl? Bugs in here. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you have kids, do you want your kids to live the way you're living right now? Do you? I don't. I don't want my kids to live the way I'm living right now. And I live pretty darn good. Do I want? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want them to live better than this, better than how I'm living. I want them to have anything their little hearts desires. I want them to have options. Okay. I want them to be able to say, I don't want to be in America right now. I want to go to France. I'm done with France. I want to go to Europe. Oh, not Europe. I want to go to Egypt. I'm done. I want to go to Costa Rica. I'm done. I want them to be whatever it is they have. I want them to be like, for me, y'all need to understand. I just learned about generating wealth, like really creating wealth in the lies that I have been told my whole life. I just learned about that probably like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. The government says I'm 30, but India says, if you guys don't know India, follow my other videos. She says I'm 19, but I'm 30. So I learned when I was about 26. The lies that I have been told my whole life about working and income and how to really make money and how to live a time and financially free life, right? And what if I had known that at 16? What if I had known that at 12? What if I had known that at 20? People are retiring right now. Do you know the kid Ryan? He don't have to work. He is a millionaire, certified. What is he, like 80 million, 40 million deep right now with like ridiculous amounts of income streams coming in? If he decides to never make a video again for the rest of his life, he is good. And he's like 12 or 13, something like that. Passive income streams, guys, okay? Income streams. I'm telling you right now, the idea of the fact that you need to go punch a clock. Think about this really quick. Think about this, okay? You work in a job, okay? How many of you guys got jobs? Who has a job? Who has a job? You got a job? If you have a job, let me know. You got a job? Let me know. Do you have a job? Who has a job? What's your hourly pay? It's okay. You can tell us. You can give us ballpark estimate. You don't have to say your hourly pay. Just how much do you get paid an hour or salary? Whatever. If you're not commissioned, how much do you get paid an hour? We're going to wait for you guys. How much do you get paid an hour? $16 an hour. $18 an hour. Anybody else want to tell me how much they get paid? $17 an hour. Anybody else? 16, 18, 17, 20, 32, 11 and 15. 65. Okay, Miesa, Miss Green got 65 an hour. Let's get it. 25, 18. Let's just take, for instance, Miss Green, because Miss Green put the highest. She got 65 an hour. If Miss Green gets if Miss Green gets $65 an hour, right? Let's say I know you put the plus sign, but let's just say Miss Green makes $65 an hour. $65 an hour. Let's get to the calculator really quick, guys, okay? I'm going to show y'all something. It's going to change your whole life because it changed mine. And I said, listen, never again. 65 times 4. Let's just assume you work 40 hours, okay? Let's say you did 65 times 40. That puts you at $2,600. So $2,600 a week. Okay? $2,600 a week. Let's say how much that is a day. Let's say you do 65 times 8. Let's say you work 8 hours a day, right? 522, but you're an employee. You're an employee, so you got those taxes, honey. You got those taxes. You got that Social Security. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So let's say you bring home ballpark $400. I'm being generous. $400, okay, a day. $400 a day. The most money that you can make if you're not in a commission-based job is $400 a day, no matter how much you do. Let's say Miss Green comes into work today and she's like, I'm really motivated. I'm going to do like 10 times my work ethic. I'm going to put it all on the table. I'm going to go so hard. I'm going to right? She only bring it home the same $65 an hour. It doesn't matter how hard she works. It's $65 an hour, regardless, right? Unless you're in a commission job, right? So no matter how hard she works, this is what she makes. It doesn't matter. Now, some people say, well, I work that hard and then I get a raise. But how many of y'all know raises that are like 50 cents? $1? What is that? That ain't no money. Listen, I need y'all to get to the point where you guys are making $5,000 a day. Okay? Can you see something in $5,000 a day? Can you see that? Can you see something in $5,000 a day? I do. I don't like my money out there. I make quite a bit of money a day. But it took me a while to get there. Do you know why? You know why? Because I learned multiple streams of income. I know for a fact. Let me tell you something. When I realized that if I decide right now, I'm going to, you know what? I'm feeling like working. I'm going to write a book. I can write a book and promote it. I can write, that's my song, say less. Okay, I could write a book and promote it right now. Let's say I say, you know what, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a book right now, put it on Amazon or self-publish and promote it, and I can make whatever I want to make. Once you realize that your creative potential can make you way more money than an hourly job, it's ridiculous. Once you start to see how much money you can make at your creative potential, you won't want to work a job because jobs cap you. Unless you have commission, jobs will cap you. That means no matter how hard you work, you can only make this amount of money. Regardless, you can only make this amount of money. I say if you're going to work a job, at least let it be commission. If you're going to do a job, let it be commission. Let it be based off your work ethic. If you're going to cap me at how much I can make, I don't want to do it. I'm sorry. No. Period. Poo. Not happening. I don't want and this is why it's really important. It's really important to know, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. It's like, it took me a while to get to this point. It took a lot of coaches, a lot of videos, a lot of books to really teach me the people who are out here making the money are not punching a clock. Listen to me. I almost say everything. I can't say everything right now, but just know the people who are your CEOs, I have met with a lot of CEOs. A lot. They not punching no clock, honey. They out on the golf course. They at these events, these networking events. They out here eating, drinking, socializing. They still work, but it's not the way you work. It's not the way you work. Okay, it's not the way you work. I'm telling you. So it's basically most CEOs are visionaries. Okay, they see the vision of the company. What do I want? And they go into like creation mode. And then they employ workers who then build their vision, which is fine. Eventually, I mean, everyone needs employees to build their vision. So you can be an employee or you can be a worker. It's really up to you. The reality is there will always be workers and there will always be employees. At the end of the day, I can sit here and preach to you guys all day, but at the end of the day, some of you guys' work ethic is a Honda. Okay? Your work ethic is a Honda. Okay? It is. I know you want a Mercedes Benz. I know you want a Lambo, but your work ethic is a Honda. Okay. So you will probably be an employee. You will probably be an employee, and that's okay. It's really not, but it's okay. Okay. Your work ethic is a Honda, but you want a Mercedes. And it doesn't line up. It doesn't line up. Okay. And so there will always be employees because reality is, grasp this really quick. Grasp this. If you don't grasp anything else, grasp this. The majority of people are mediocre, and not in a way, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm really not, because I was mediocre. Honey, listen, I was mediocre. Listen, okay? Listen. And there's probably people who are millionaires. Jeff Bezos might say, Vanessa, you kind of mediocre, right? There are people who are mediocre. They settle for less and they don't want to have more. They just do the bare minimum just to get by, okay? Just to get by. And then they're comfortable. So if you decide, hey, I'm going to do more, I'm going to be better, I'm going to be like one of my students, I did her interview and she said, well, I bought lunch for the entire title company. I didn't even think of that. She went above and beyond. So it's not hard to stand out because most people are stuck on mediocre. And it's sad to say, but it's true. Most people would rather get off work. Listen to me. I know. You ready? You ready? You're not ready. Hold on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I know. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but it's gonna help in the long run. Most people will get off work, go home, right? And watch Netflix. Friends, Scandal. I don't know. I love Scandal, my thing. But I don't watch it like that. I watch it very rare and in between. Okay? They'll watch they know all the shows. That's my thing. Like it bothers my soul. I promise you, when I see people on Facebook that say, hey, I'm done watching this series. I'm out of TV shows to watch. Can you recommend something for me to watch? I want to binge watch something. Really? Is that what we're doing with our life right now? Binge watching Netflix while Netflix gets paid billions of dollars? The least you can do if you're going to binge watch Netflix, invest in Netflix. Do you have an investment in Netflix? Are you in the stock market? Have you done that? The least you can do while you're like using their program, are you going to at least invest into it? Like, y'all got the game twisted. Y'all have got the game twisted. It's really a game. I need you to understand. And y'all, listen, this might get me, hope it don't get me canceled. Y'all, I be trying to be like politically correct and socially correct, but the more I'm grown, the more I'm kind of like over it. I'm just gonna tell y'all the way it is. The facade that we live in America is crazy. It's crazy. You ever heard the saying that those with the money make the rules? Those with the money make the rules. Honey, if you didn't know it, you better ask somebody. Say it with me. Those with the money make the rules. Okay? Whatever you think you can't do, honey, it's because you don't have enough money or influence or network to do it. It's a whole facade. It's a whole facade. I know. I can't get too deep on y'all because y'all gonna say, Vanessa's a conspiracy theorist. It's a whole situation, but it's really not. It's really not. I'm gonna need y'all to do y'all research. I'm gonna need y'all to do a little bit of research. I'm gonna need y'all to do it. Just watch. Like, don't just watch the news. Okay, read the articles, and don't just read articles from America. Okay. Don't do that. My dad put me on that. Actually read global news. Okay? Actually read global news. Like, and do your research and figure out what exactly all is happening in this wonderful country. There's there's a paper that I get. There's a paper that I get. It's called Virginia Lawyers Weekly because I want to be an attorney. I will be doing that. And the whole point of being an attorney is because I want to help underprivileged individuals get fair treatment in America. And so I started my law degree. I'm not done. I kind of put a pause in, but I'm going back, but I still read the paper. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this country. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And I'm going to tell you hands down, those with the money make the rules. Okay. Those with the money make the rules. It is. And it at first it was really like mind blowing to me, the things we don't know that's happening, right? The things we don't know, it's mind blowing to me. But then I kind of got used to it. This whole system, it's just a system, it's a game. It's not a game. Honestly, it's a game, but it kind of is. And if you don't have the money and you don't have the tools and you don't have the network and you don't have the resources, honey, you're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind. You're going to get dragged. You're going to pay more in everything. You're going to lose. Okay. Life is going to be hard for you. It is. And once I figured that out, I said, never again. Never again. Honey, listen, never again. And I could tell y'all some real, but we're on YouTube. And so I try to keep it, I try to keep it socially acceptable so I don't get canceled and people don't say, Vanessa, we don't like you. So I try to keep it socially acceptable. If you ever see me in person, honey, I will tell you the real deal. Okay. I will put you on game and let you know what is really happening here so you can get caught up on the game. But I try to be socially acceptable when I get on YouTube and social media. Hey, what you guys doing? Listen, okay. If you have not registered for Empire Builders, make sure you do that. I'm going to give you guys everything that I know. I'm going to put a schedule out on Sunday. On Sunday, there's going to be a schedule that comes out. It's going to tell you every live we have coming up for the month of July. I'm going to teach you guys everything that I know. I'm going to have, and you guys know we have a podcast. So we have the Notary to Notary podcast and we have the regular podcast. So don't worry. Notary to Notary is still moving forward. If that's definitely a stream of income you can definitely push. And it's a really good stream to get into when you first get started. Reason being is because it's going to liberate you first. Okay. The first step is liberation. Okay. So if you're, in debt, you're working a job you hate, the first thing you have to do is liberate yourself. The first thing you do is get your mind back. A lot of us, we hate our jobs. We're frustrated. We're in debt. We're stressed out. Okay. And so we can't function. You can't be creative. You can't think that way. You cannot function that way. It's not going to work. Okay. Your mind is not going to be creative because it's in survival mode. So the first thing you do is figure out, how can I get out of survival mode so I can be creative, right? Notary will do that. Are there other things you can do to do that? Of course. But that's one thing you can do. So notarytonotary.com will teach you how to do that. Okay. Yes, the podcast is on Spotify. Go check it out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Vanessa got a whole other side. Listen, I do. But y'all not ready for that. Don't do that. I got a whole other side y'all not ready for. Listen. Why you all up in my head walking around, Vanessa? The game I just started and the game changing overnight. Get this money. Listen. Yeah, our people still don't realize it's a system. It definitely is a system. Listen to me. If you delete everything else I say, and this is me, honest to God, I genuinely love people. I don't care if you don't buy anything from me. I don't care. Like, it is a complete system, y'all. You need to figure it out. If you are struggling and I'm even like, y'all don't get me to preaching on here, and I can't preach on here right now. Even like social service, like, it's a whole situation. I can't right now. It's and I wish I could literally dead serious. I was thinking about this before. I was trying to figure out, and I had put a post on my personal Facebook. I wanted to connect with everybody. And I said, hey, how can I connect if you want to connect with me, reach out. And I had like boatloads of people reach out to me. And I said, oh my God, I cannot like sit with all of you guys at one time. Like, how do I do this? Because I really feel like I can like help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's not hard. The problem is we don't have people in our communities that are teaching us this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have somebody we can go to that says, hey, how do I start a nonprofit? How do I get funding for the nonprofit? How do I get a salary for a nonprofit? How do I start a business? How do I get business credit? How do I get lines of credit? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do I do my taxes the correct way? How do I get cars under my company name? How do I, you know what I'm saying? We don't have people who are teaching us this. And so the people that are teaching it, the people that we have are telling us to go to college. Honey, sister poo, that is not it. Unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or someone that needs a degree to get their position, then no, that ain't it. That ain't it. And if you have student loans, honey, there's a way to get out of those too. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the information is just not there. The information is not there. Like, so y'all know a little bit about me. I know I'm kind of giving y'all all to see. I research all day. While y'all sitting around watching Netflix, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Google, I'm on what's that, Curiosity Stream. I read articles. Like, all I do is research and network because I need to know what is going on. And it's like, the more I know, the more I'm like, bruh, are you kidding me? Stop playing. Like, stop playing. Little peep real quick. And y'all gonna find out in Empire Builders, I'm about to get my Tesla. It's a Model X. If you have not seen the Tesla Model X, go look at it. It's the one that got the doors that come up real like this. Like, hold on. It's like this. Hold on. You can't see my hand. It's like this. Okay. The doors come up like suicide doors, but not suicide doors. Okay, listen. Y'all not listening. I'm about to get that Model X. Okay. But guess who gonna get it? Guess who's gonna get it? My business is gonna get it. It's gonna be a fleet vehicle. Okay, it's on production. It's coming off brand new, and it's a fleet vehicle. Guess who paying for it? My company, not Vanessa Terry, my business. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we out here getting cars in our name for why? For why though? For why though? Why are we doing that? That entire car is a tax write-off. That entire car, the entire car is a tax write-off. Let me say it again for people in the back. The entire car. Why, oh, why would I buy it in my name? For what? For what benefit? I don't understand. Somebody help me, sister. Please say it again. If I sit in the back, please, somebody tell me again. If you don't know what a tax write-off is, it is basically a deduction that basically limits your income liability, so that way you don't have to pay that much money in taxes. So let's say I made $100,000, okay, and I had to pay tax on $100,000, and I get a car, right? You can only write off a percentage of that car. So let's say I get a car, my Tesla Model X, and you can write, I think it's like 18,000 of it each year until you get the whole value. So now it comes from $100,000 down to like $82,000 is my tax liability. Not to mention everything else I'm gonna write off on top of that. But basically, you see what I'm saying? The things we don't know. The things we don't know. Why? Oh, why would I buy a car in my name? For what? For why? For why? I don't understand. For why? To what benefit is that doing me? To what? Listen, y'all don't understand. There's so many companies out there you can start, and you can do them so like passive. Like, you guys know I was doing courier, and JT Hustle was talking about that, doing courier. I was doing courier for a minute. Courier is a legit business that you could do, and you just like distribute drivers all over the place. That's it. And collect the check. Same thing like notaries. You can put, like, I have that signing service company coming, that signing service. Listen, I know. Listen, y'all listen to me real quick, okay? Because I love y'all. I'm giving y'all all the gems. I don't need to be telling y'all everything. I'm going to tell you everything. My signing service, y'all, brings me money every day, and I don't have to do a thing. Nothing. Let me say it again. Nothing. Okay. Now I do have to like look over the books and make sure everything makes sense, yada yada. But for the most part, I probably could spend about an hour a day, at most maybe 4 hours a week, just reviewing numbers to make sure that everything is lining up. And I collect checks all day. All day. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you guys setting up businesses and systems that's going to pay you so you don't have to go slave and work hours upon hours upon hours upon hours for $18 an hour. You know what I could do $18 an hour? Hardly nothing. Pay my rent, pay my light bill, pay my water bill, pay my Comcast, pay my car note, pay my car insurance, and have probably like $100 left. What am I gonna do with that? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Can't do nothing with that. Nothing. You go out to eat with your family, that's $100 right there. Not to mention you have to tip, honey. Come on, y'all. Please. Please tell me you understand what I'm saying. For why though? The entire car, not to have the whole thing. Tax write-offs is my favorite thing. Hold on, let me see. No, we don't understand. Please help us. Have you done immigration form specialist? I have not. I don't know what that is. I rock with you because you the realest. From the realest, okay, hold on, calm down. I told you I'm not ready for the real Vanessa. After. Hello, guys. Welcome to Speaking with Vanessa Terry, Notary to Notary. Thank you for tuning in today. Nope, 300, but you got a point. I be finessing. Look at you. He said, hold on. Wait a minute. I be finessing. You going too far. Rent, lights, and phone only. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. Listen. Courier is what got me through the pandemic, and while I waited on my commission, I did only local routes. Shout out to Amari being a hustler. I do try to educate myself and do better. Okay. The info is hidden in plain sight. Absolutely is. Perked up more on how to get out of student loan debt. So there's a guy that I follow on social media who helped me with mine, but I didn't have that much. But he, oh my God, no, it's a girl. I'm sorry, it's a girl. And what's her name? Student loan doctor, I think is her name. I'm gonna find it and I'll put it in the Empire Builders course, her contact information. I think it's student loan doctor, but oh my God, there's so many programs out there besides the one that everybody knows. Everyone knows about the if you work for a nonprofit or if you work for, I think like a teacher or whatever, you'll get forgiven after 8 years of on-time payment. Honey, I know like 3 people, hands down, that have been paying on their student loans for years and have made a itty bitty dent because that interest rate is ridiculous. Okay, y'all gotta get out of there. College used to be the thing. It did. It used to be the thing. And it's funny. People always talk about, oh, they're gonna cancel student loans. They're gonna go away. You know, I don't do politics, but real quick, no, they're not. They're not. It's not. Oh, I know. It's not gonna happen. I love y'all. I pray and I wish with y'all too. I think sometimes I just like to give y'all false hope. The student loan industry is well over $1 billion industry. They are making the cha-ching. Do you really think the government is going to cancel billions of dollars in student loans? Honey, what did I tell you a few minutes ago? What did I tell you a few minutes ago? Those with the money make the rules. Okay. Do you really think Nelnet and Navient are about to lose all that money? Honey, stop it. Cut it out. You're so silly. Y'all just make me all the way laugh. I think sometimes I just give y'all false hopes and y'all can keep, just keep on trucking along. Just keep on trucking along. Eventually, things are going to change. Oh, but they're not. Not until you change. But they're not. Not until you change. It's not. Period poo. Period poo. Get over it. I paid off all my student loans real quick. We done. You better bet it. I was real happy when that thing said 0. Don't call me. Don't come talk to me. Nothing. If y'all don't know, follow my social media page. I'm completely debt free. Not one thing. I don't have to y'all know. I used to have all of that. I used to screen the calls like, hello. Oh no. I was that. Let me tell y'all something about me real quick. I like to keep it 100 with y'all. I used to get the collection calls and it used to make me mad because they would say, well, we know you don't have the money right now, but can you borrow it from somebody? I was the smart aleck. They'll be like, can you loan it to me? And they'll be like, well, no, I can't. I'm like, oh, well, no, I can't borrow from anybody. You won't even give it to me. That was me. Okay. No one can loan it to me, dear. Right? So listen, I know I done been there. Trust me. I was the extension queen. Okay. I could tell you how to get extensions on top of extensions on top of extensions. Okay, that was one thing I knew. I knew how to maneuver those monthly bills. Listen, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. But that's no way to live though. It was really stressful, and I used to always say it was like going from one fire to the next. It was really stressful, and I always felt like, okay, what's next to get cut off? What's gonna get disconnected? What's the next? And I would just focus on that fire, like getting enough money to pay that off. And it's like it was really stressful. Okay, it was really stressful. I've had my lights cut off. I couldn't tell you how many times. I honestly could not tell you how many times. And I remember, like, my lights would get cut off. We'd open that door. We would all walk in the house. The lights would be off. You flick that switch. It don't come on. You flick another switch, make sure that bulb not blown. And you be like, man, Dominion got me. Right? And then you got to tell the kids. You got to be like, oh, you got to tell them, like, oh, get the candles. It's time for a sleepover. Like, we're going to camp out in the living room. Because you got to make it fun. Because you don't want your kids to know that you don't have money. You don't want your kids to know that they broke. Right? So you have to, like, oh, let's go get candles. Let's make this fun. Let's, let's make it a thing. Right? And then once they fall asleep, you crying. You trying to figure it out. Like, how am I going to get these lights put back on? You know what I'm saying? You got to put the face on because you got to be the strong face. You know what I mean? You got to be the strong face because you can't let your kids see. Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's not, like, that ain't it. That ain't it. I'm telling y'all, that ain't it. I done did it. Plenty of times. I done got those, what you call them? Those eviction letters on your door. Not evictions. When you got to go to court for the judgments, you got to go to court. Man, and then you get into grind mode. Bruh, you get into grind mode and you got to be like, I got 7 days to get this money. Okay? And you start Ubering, you DoorDashing, you selling stuff. You on Facebook Marketplace. You asking everybody and everybody. You asking, hey. I'm almost done. But you asking everybody upon everybody, like, how I'm going to get this money. Right? That ain't it. That ain't how we do it. That ain't it. I'm telling you, I done did it. It ain't it. It is not it. Aw, don't cry. I ain't there no more. I ain't there no more. So I'm all right now. I'm all right now. But yeah, man. That's it. Yeah, I'm getting muted crying. Sometimes I stop and I just look at everything, but like, if I would have known earlier. But I will tell you, if I didn't know, if I didn't go through the struggle that I went through, I wouldn't appreciate it as much as I do. That's for sure. If I didn't go through what I went through, the money wouldn't have meant as much as it does now. And then I wouldn't have probably not have had the heart to help people who I feel like are in that same place. You see what I'm saying? Because I was there and it was like, man, you know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, I got out. Let me help other people get out of that same situation. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want to help. But you gotta have that drive on the inside. You can't just be like, Vanessa, do everything for me. I'm not gonna do everything for you. I'll give you the tools. I'll give you the support. But you gotta do the work. You gotta do the work. You absolutely have to do the work. I'm gonna tell you right now, you have to do the work. Okay? All right, y'all. I gotta sip inside. My kids is like, money! But if you are not in the notary training, definitely head on over to notarytonotary.com. Go ahead and get signed up. You guys can use promo code OTN for on-time notary to save, I think it's 30% off the online training. And then you can go on over to empirebuilders.com, empirebuilders.thinkific.com. It's on my website too. It's on Instagram, I know for sure, but it's empirebuilders.thinkific.com. Register for the Empire Builders Business Coaching Program. It's $27 a month. It's a monthly membership if you register before Sunday. So you register before Sunday. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about business credit, business formation, nonprofit formation, personal credit, real estate investment, YouTube channels, anything that you need. In-home banking, life insurance, everything you could possibly think of. We're going to talk about it. We're gonna get you together, okay? The promo does not apply for Empire Builders. It's only $27 a month. That is what you spend at Applebee's, and stop playing with me, okay? But I love you. You know I love you. It's $27 a month. $27 a month. After this Sunday, it's gonna be $97 a month for the Empire Builders training. Every morning, Monday through Friday, we have a live at 7:30 a.m. where I'm gonna hop on live and do a motivational tip for the day. A bunch of other stuff's happening. I'm gonna put the schedule out for all the live trainings that we have on Sunday, probably Saturday or Sunday. I'll put it out. It's gonna be for the whole month of July. Okay, so bring your A game. We're gonna talk about passive income streams. We're gonna talk about business credit. I'm gonna give you guys everything I know to get you. I can get you to at least where I am. Okay, a little further than that. I can get you there. We're gonna have some other people who are really successful get on the podcast and stuff. So you guys, and on the lives too, so they can start dropping knowledge. Get you guys some real estate. Get you some assets. Okay, get you some assets. Get you some assets. Again, get you some assets. Okay. Okay. We're talking about that too. All right, guys. Y'all just as silly. All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys later. Be awesome on purpose. And I will see you guys luego. Bye. I'm just reading y'all comments, y'all. All right. Bye.